Welcome back to Why Islam. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss our explorations of faith, reason, and truth. If you like what you see, give this video a thumbs up. It helps us reach more people. Today we're diving into the second video, examining the futility of non-theistic ideologies. Let's get started. In our first video, I shared my personal journey from doubt to certainty in Islam. Today, I want to build on that by discussing the inherent limitations, or what some might call the sterility, of non-theistic worldviews. By non-theistic, I mean ideologies like atheism, agnosticism, or secular humanism that reject the existence of a divine creator. This isn't just about proving Islam right, it's a broader philosophical conversation. Non-theists often claim to have the ultimate truth, that there's no God, no afterlife, and life is what we make of it. But is that really a truth they can prove beyond doubt? They assert a negative, that God doesn't exist, but proving a negative is notoriously difficult in philosophy and science. They rely on reason and evidence, which is fair, but their conclusions leave many existential questions unanswered. What do I mean by futility? It's the idea that these views, while intellectually honest for some, often strip life of an objective purpose, leading to a cycle of unanswered questions about why we exist, what our lives mean, and what happens after death. Islam, on the other hand, provides coherent answers to these, rooted in monotheism and divine guidance. Non-theists position themselves as champions of reason, saying they've figured out that religion is a delusion. But let's be honest, they're not claiming some grand positive truth. They're simply saying they don't believe in God. That's a personal stance, not a proven fact. Science and logic can explain how the universe works, but they can't definitively rule out a creator. As philosophers like David Hume pointed out centuries ago, absence of evidence is an evidence of absence. If they insist their view is the absolute truth, the burden of proof is on them to show, without any room for doubt, that there's no God. Yet most atheists admit they can't prove it 100%. They just find it unlikely. That's fine for personal belief, but it doesn't make their worldview inherently superior. In fact, it can lead to a kind of intellectual dead end. Without a divine purpose, life becomes a series of random events ending in death. No ultimate justice, no eternal meaning, just existence for existence's sake. One of the biggest issues with non-theistic ideologies is how they handle life's big questions. Why are we here? What's the purpose of suffering? What happens after we die? Islam answers these clearly. We're here to worship God. Trials build character and reward in the afterlife, and death leads to judgment and paradise or punishment. In contrast, non-theism often leads to nihilism, the idea that life has no inherent meaning. Philosophers like Nietzsche warned that God is dead could plunge society into despair. Sure, some atheists find subjective meaning in relationships, art, or science, and that's admirable. But objectively, if the universe is just a cosmic accident, your life, my life, everything ends in nothingness. Trillions of years from now, the universe might heat death, erasing all trace of humanity. What's the point? Tragically, this worldview can exacerbate problems. Leaving religion doesn't solve existential angst. It might amplify it, throwing you into a vortex of unanswered questions. If non-theists are right, why not provide undeniable proof? Instead, many debates circle without resolution. Let me share a thought experiment from my own reflections. I once debated an atheist and said, okay, let's assume Islam is an illusion. What's the benefit of leaving it for your view? If religion gives purpose, community, and hope, why trade it for endless existential questions with no agreed-upon answers? Some say it's part of life's game. Embrace the uncertainty. But if that's true, why not stay in the illusion of Islam, which at least provides structure and joy? This reminds me of Pascal's wager, a 17th century argument. If God exists, believing gains infinite reward. If not, you lose little. Critics say it's not genuine faith, and there are many gods to choose from. Fair points, but it highlights the risk in non-belief. More importantly, attacking religion as delusion while admitting life's ultimate meaninglessness seems absurd. Why bother fighting an illusion if everything ends in death? One critic might say they do it for truth or to free others from harm. But if there's no objective good or evil, isn't that just subjective preference? This isn't to bash non-theists. Many are ethical, thoughtful people, but their ideology can feel futile, like running on a treadmill. Lots of effort, no ultimate destination. To any skeptic or non-theist watching, don't blindly follow critics who attack Islam. Search with genuine neutrality, no confirmation bias. Study the Quran, its scientific insights and moral framework. You'll find Islam aligns with human nature, offering laws, purpose, and answers that non-theism struggles with. It's not just belief, it's a system that gives life meaning beyond the grave. If you're a Muslim facing doubts, remember, questioning is healthy, but don't throw away a worldview that provides hope for one that might leave you adrift. Thanks for watching. If this resonated, comment your thoughts or questions and subscribe for more. What's one existential question Islam answered for you? Share below. We'll tackle it in future videos. Peace be upon you.